Welcome back to the Manor Entropians. Julian McBain here, and I am doing a Mayhem practice, which I just logged into this instance, and apparently there is someone else here as well, so we're gonna kind of have to skirt around them a little bit. Gotta share these practice instances. So we're gonna have some background noise. But I was in here for a couple of hours last night, and it was good stuff. Getting used to the higher level now that I have to go Cat 3 now. I can't get away with Cat 2. These 14s definitely hit harder than the 10s do, but that's okay. I thought about trying a Cat 4, but I think I would find myself outclassed because I don't have any plates. And that's a problem. Grab this guy from around the corner. Whoever's back there, he has a really long-ranged BLP weapon. Because, I mean, they're way back at the door. Ben Tony Dover. Shout out to Ben Tony Dover. Either that or they're doing the back. Oh no, they've got some range to them. They do too. Look at how far they're pulling them. That's pretty incredible. Whoops. So, getting ready for Mayhem. It's finally upon us, and this release is Wednesday. So today's Tuesday. The day I'm recording this is Tuesday, and this release is Wednesday. And Thursday is the first day of Mayhem. 15 hours of uninterrupted hunting. Well, I wish I could say it was uninterrupted. I gotta do it in blocks, because I sure as hell can't do 15 hours straight. It'd be nice, but I know better. That shit ain't gonna fly. We should be seeing the boss spawn here pretty quick. And I don't know if that's a function of the number of hours that have passed by, or if that is strictly based upon the number of mobs that are killed. I'd be curious to find out. It seems to be a function of the number of hours. But, you know, I've been wrong before. Don't like the fact that I've got to be this close to where they spawn. But they were there first. My strength is really moving up. I should probably pop a pill. Eh. There we go. The loot's doing a little bit better today. Yesterday the loot was only so-so. Well, I guess we did okay, because this was just on the door of 4 million yesterday, so I guess we did okay. Did burn through quite a bit of pet for repairs, though. And I'll tell you, with all the shrapnel that you yield from this, even if your shrap is exactly the amount of ammo you pump in, not exactly the amount, if the shrap is the total amount of the actual cost of the mob, then the 1% increase for conversion really starts to add up. Because you don't just cycle ammo once here, you cycle ammo constantly. And so you know, when you're cycling 400 ped worth of ammo, and then you come back with 404, and then you cycle the 404, and you're coming with out with 408 or 409, and then it just builds. As you can see, I was really busy last night. I'm already at rank 6. Ugh. I couldn't help myself. I've been really looking forward to this. Not gonna lie. I freaking love Mayhem. Like, when I first did Mayhems, I wasn't sold on it, and it was like, it was a really long time, and I didn't really... And then, I think what really sold me on it was Merry Mayhem last year, because my first Mayhem, I think, was actually Halloween Mayhem. I think my first Mayhem was Halloween Mayhem last year, so a year from today was when or not from today, but from this event was when I was doing Mayhems for the first time. And, I mean, of course, my build wasn't really suited against mutants, because I had been constantly hunting animals, not a whole lot of Mulmans or Fifoids. I know there are a lot of people who spend a lot of time hunting these out in the overworld, and I'm not one of those people. But as it happened, I, you know, buckled down, and I went with it. I was okay with it. I died a lot. You know, it happens. It's your first Mayhem. You know, you don't really know how to Mayhem the first time you Mayhem. Yes, I just said it that way. But after your first Mayhem, you're like, okay, I kind of got the idea. I think part of the problem, too, is I entered too high a category. I think I started on Category 3, and I should have started Cat 2. And then when I turned around and I went to Cat 2, I was a lot more successful, because I was actually fighting things that were at my level. And now I'm beyond Cat 2. I don't even think I'm qualified for Cat 2 anymore. My hit point totals are too high, as is... Ooh, that was a nice loot. 11.15 pet. Along with my weapon baseline. And I've got it amped up. I'm using the bigger amp. The Trauma Amplifier 4. So that really affects my damage output. And now the big guy's here. Call Rom. And I'm going to be participating in that kill. Assuming he still has any health left. Twist around to keep an eye on his health. I think he's going to be fine. Oh, he's got himself going. Oh, he's got a really high first aid. Oh, global! Which my share is about 45%. I don't think I got the strong box though. No, he got the strong box, which is fine. Come on. It's really curious armor that they have. I don't know what kind of armor that is, but it looked really cool. I think it's a limited armor. Already burned through 70 ped worth of ammo. It doesn't take long at this level. It's amazing how fast you cycle through ammo doing this. Although, that's not necessarily equal. Yeah, no. Grab him. Did they leave? Oh, I hope I didn't upset them. That wasn't really my intention. Or maybe their time was up. If that's the case, I'm going to move back to the main line there. Yeah, I think they left. Okay. So, this is the first Mayhem with the new mission style, and I gotta say I do like it a little bit better. Apparently I still have an award to... Whoa. Huh. Ooh, evade or dodge. That's... Ooh. That's a tough one. That is a tough decision. Evade, of course, comes up more often, but when you need dodge, it's really nice to have dodge. And my dodge skill leaves something to be desired. Defense. Yeah, by a lot. Like, my evade's okay. You know, it's not terrific, but it's functional. My dodge sucks, so we're gonna go dodge. So let's see what that did to my dodge. Yeah, I brought it up 100 points. I mean, eventually I'm going to have to go out and just farm dodge points, just like you farm evade points by going out and getting hit. But to do that, you have to pretty much go out there and fight things that shoot. And since robots are generally, well, and bristle hogs are the only two things that I've found that are really ranged, it's a lot of time in Orthos just sitting there and being shot at. I mean, yeah, it works, and it, you know, you can farm evade that way too, just fight a whole bunch of things that are going to take swings at you. But it doesn't make it, you know, any shorter. Boom. Strong box. First one of the night. I think I got 4 last night. It's always the conundrum. Do you open the strong boxes or do you sell the strong boxes? Because in order to open them, you got to buy the keys, but you can also have the chance to get the amps, or you can get the ring. Everyone wants the ring. And I have the feeling that... Oh, a second one. I have the feeling that not many rings drop throughout a season, maybe 1 or 2. And I don't know, like, I need to know where to get the vampiric look. I don't know if that's a strong box thing, or I think you actually find that somewhere on Entropia. Because that's an item I would love to have. Piece of, you know, a piece of clothing that gives you a life steal. You know, me, the former Death Knight from WoW. Lifesteal? Yes. Anything to replace Death and Decay, but that's a definite step in the right direction. Which actually in this game you really don't, because even though the ground AoE would be really nice to have, I don't need to hold the aggro the way I used to. Although I've said it before and I'll say it again, this game needs a taunt. It really does. So that when groups are out group hunting, someone can hold aggro and be the tank. Because that's a role I like to fill. You know, I like to stand toe-to-toe with the enemy and grab the aggro and protect my friends. Not that I group hunt in this game. Group hunting in this game's... Oh, I'm finally getting M tokens. Oh, you know what? I bet I got a couple M tokens yesterday, but I always carry my M tokens on me for some silly reason, so... Well, it's not like they can be looted out in space. Not that space is really... Piracy has pretty much disappeared. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple of them left, kind of figuring out how to strategically pirate people, but... Mindark put a huge kibosh on piracy by the way they reformulated space, and honestly, it needed to happen. And I know that there are pirates that are going to hate me for saying this, but, you know, hear me out here for a second. Well, that's fucking cool. Are we in the middle of a quantum singularity? Huh. Anyway, here's the thing. And I've heard it, I'm going to kind of paraphrase what Zenexion, or Delusionist, said. He is one of my favorite content creators. I wish he would create content again. Dude, if you were watching this, come on, man. I want to see more content from you. But it's like, if the pirates were, like, out in the Gordon's Belt, or in some of the new places they've created for space. Let's take a look at space for a minute. You've got... this here, this is the Skyflail nesting grounds, and this is the Hermit nesting grounds. You've got Gordon's Belt, you've got the Graveyard Field, and I'm sure there are other places I just haven't discovered out in the abyss here. If the pirates were out there hiding behind asteroids in neutral mode, and then as players flew by, they popped into their pilot seat and then jetted around and ambushed them, I would be cool with that. I would even be cool with them removing the blue cursor above the ship so that they can truly hide and be pirates. Because that takes effort and energy and patience and skill. And you'll have to work as a team. So you know what? If a pirate does that and sneaks up behind me or sneaks around and ambushes me in space, because I'm going through one of those zones and I'm not paying attention, then you know what? Good on them. You know, bring back the radar too. You know, make it at least a little fair, but at the same time, make it so that there's strategy involved and there's skill in combat. Because before it was like they'd hang out at the edge of safe space, and then as soon as they popped out of the safe zone, they just, you know, crawl out and open fire. There's no challenge to that. Holy shit, 30.51. That was a nice loot. But there's no challenge to that. Come on, guys. Now be a better pirate. 92 pack. You know, I gotta admit, there's a certain temptation to just do practice the entire time, because then you're not, you know, trying to strategically watch the clock, and then you don't have to stand for the full hour if you're gonna get the full benefit of the boss. There's no pressure to get those random points values. You're just farming. but I'm a competitive guy. I gotta do it. Do I expect to place? No. And you know what? That's okay. It'd be cool to place. You know, if I get 10th place, I'd be on cloud fucking 9. I don't expect to place. But I mean, I'm competing against the likes of people like Lorespade, who are much higher level than I am. And I know there's a certain amount of randomness to it, which I actually think is not a good thing. I think they should, you know, if they remove the random element, I think that would be beneficial, or at least reduce the random element. But I can understand why they do that, because it gives everyone in a classification, in any classification, a chance at a spot. But then you're also relying heavily on the RNG, so it's a 50-50. You know, you 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But I'm okay with that. You know, that if those are the rules going in, and I know those are the rules going in, and I do, and I accept that, then that's just the way it is. You know, that's part of the rules. You accept it, you move on. You know, I've got a question that's completely off topic. Why does a robot eat? Why am I feeding a robot Nutrio bars? I mean, okay, I get it. It's a pet. They have to keep game balance. It all has to eat. But I mean, does it run on biomass? I mean, there's some implications there that are kind of concerning. Because that's how you get Horizon Zero Dawn. But it would make, I mean, it's just like, why am I not feeding it oil? Or beer? Oh wait, this is Calypso. You can't have beer on Calypso. That reminds me, we got a rank. Oh wow. I didn't even need to switch that time. Okay, let's see what we got. Aim, anatomy, athletics, combat reflexes, dexterity, long blades. That's not very much. Those short blades, weapons handling. You know what? I'm gonna go with combat reflexes. Oh, that even helped my athletics. No shit. Although that could be coincidence. That's a lot of points in combat reflexes. So yeah, so far we're having a pretty good time. So I'm really looking forward to Thursday. That was 1609. That's a nice loot too. Don't know how I'm going to format this. I'm contemplating figuring out how to record all 15 hours of play. Not entirely sure that's going to be practical, because then I got to figure out how to put all that content out, and that's a challenge on its own. So that's something I'll have to figure out at a later, in the next couple days. It might turn out that I only do certain hours along the way. Or it could turn out that I do it all. I don't know yet. but I am looking forward to Thursday. So, we'll kill one more and then we'll call it. Basically, the way I do it constructed is when I'm doing the actual melee or the actual mayhem, I fight mobs until I hit the boss. Once the boss is down, I exit, I take a break, and then I turn around and I do it again. And I try to do when I'm in, I try to do 2 sessions a night. There have been times I've done 3. That can get kind of long, especially after a long day of work, but you know, it's fun. But I don't know that I'm ready to produce that much content at a time. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, so not bad. I kind of want to see what my repair bill is going to be. Oh, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Only $35.87, which is not terrible. It's not terrific, but it's not terrible. So, okay, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 13 million subscribers, 1 subscription at a time. So make sure you subscribe, guys. I really appreciate all the support. We will see you in Mayhem.